Hello, viewers. My name is Felicitas, and I'm part of Thrive. And in regards to the child trafficking educative series that we've been conducting, I'll be talking about the causes of child trafficking. It's actually estimated that $150 billion is made from child trafficking activities, which is a really sad situation. And this makes us question why are children being trafficked. One of the things that we need to understand is that these children are vulnerable and need people to protect them. So when they're not protected by either the family, the government, the system, or the society, this will actually make them end up being trafficked. So one of the causes of child trafficking is poverty. We know that many families that are undergoing poverty lack the basic needs or also lack financial support. So when they are coerced in a situation whereby the child trafficker promises a better life or being able to support them financially or also providing the basic needs, it's easy for them to actually give away their child in exchange. And in such a situation, the child will be trafficked, transported to another place, either for labor, in order to actually pay back what the family is actually getting. Another situation in poverty is whereby the child actually sees that they're not able to get the basic needs from home, so they end up running away from home into the streets. And in such a situation where they're in the streets, they become vulnerable, and this makes it so easy for the child traffickers to actually abduct them, since they do not have anyone who is actually taking care of them. So it's easy to lure them with promises, and also the fact that no one will actually report that they are missing. Another thing is that some families, when they are going through poverty, what they do is they abandon their children in the streets. So in such a situation, the child will end up looking for help, and in such situations end up in the hands of someone who will actually traffic them and sell them. The second cause of child trafficking is lack of education. When a person does not have education, it's so easy to actually coerce them to do whatever you want. And in many situations, child traffickers have found this one as a way, an easy way to abduct children, whereby the parents are not educated, the child is not educated. So it's easy to lure the parent in that they do not know or have an idea of what is going on. And then also for the kids, since they do not have an idea, most of the time when they are transported from one place to another, they do not have an idea where they are or what is happening, so they are not able to actually seek for help or report that they are actually being abducted. And then another cause, the third cause will be lack of birth records. It's actually estimated that 40 million people lack birth certificates, and we know that a birth certificate actually identifies you in the system as existing within a country. So that means that when a child lacks the important identity within a country, the child trafficker find it easy to actually abduct them and actually transport them to another country, since no one will follow up, since their details are not within the system. So whenever they're taken to another country, no one will actually know where they are from, or actually the basic details. Another thing is humanitarian disaster. This include disasters such as war, um, pandemics, or earthquakes. So when such disasters happen within a country, it causes family disorientation, whereby you'll get that either a child will be orphaned or will be separated from their parents when during when they're actually running for rescue. So in such situations where a child has been orphaned, it's easy for them to be lured by the child traffickers in the name of being taken to better pastures or better places, or being helped. And in such situations, since the child is vulnerable, it's easy for them to actually accept such an offer. Another thing is ineffective legislation. Most countries have laws set aside to protect children, but in many cases they are not effective, or they're not being practiced. So this actually causes many children to be trafficked. And also in other situations is whereby a child has been trafficked by a child trafficker, and then the child trafficker has been caught, but the system that does not give enough punishment to the law offender, whereby you'll get that the child trafficker is actually given an opportunity to bail themselves out, and in such a situation they are able to bail themselves out and continue with the activities of child trafficking. Child trafficking is really an issue that needs to be handled with care, and in such regard we need to look at the victims and what they will actually go through, and in such a situation we need to talk about it and let people know what situation will actually prompt them to be abducted, and what can they do in order not to be abducted. I hope you've been educated, and I'm hoping to see you in the next series, where we'll be talking about the effects of child trafficking. Thank you.